You're probably using Claude the way most people do, opening a fresh chat, typing a quick question, and hoping for the best. And honestly, you're leaving about 80% of what this thing can actually do completely on the table. I've been using Claude every single day for months now, testing every setting, every tool, every weird little toggle most people don't even know exists. And here's the part that surprised me. The difference between an okay Claude answer and a jaw-dropping. One isn't a better prompt. It's something way simpler that takes about 2 minutes to set up.
Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts with our free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the description below to subscribe. You will get the key AI news, tools, and learning resources to stay ahead.
So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how I get the best results out of Claude. From the settings you need to flip on right now, to the model you should actually be using, to the advanced features like projects, Cowork, and computer use that turn Claude from a chatbot into a full-on digital teammate. By the end, you'll know how to get answers that feel custom-built for you, not generic AI fluff. First up, the setup most people skip that completely changes the game. Let's get into it. Setup and preferences. Here's the thing nobody tells you when you sign up for Claude. Out of the box, it's running with the handbrake on. Most of its best features are sitting there, switched off, waiting for you to turn them on. And once you do, it's like flipping from black and white to full color. So the very first thing I want you to do is head to Settings, then Capabilities, and turn on every useful toggle you see. Search and reference chats. Generate memory from chat history, artifacts, inline visualizations, and cloud code execution and file creation. I know that sounds like a lot of jargon, but stay with me, because each one of these unlocks something huge. Memory, for example, is what lets Claude actually remember you. Your role, your projects, the way you like to communicate. It quietly summarizes all of this in the background, so the next time you start a chat, you're not introducing yourself from scratch. It's the difference between talking to a stranger and talking to a colleague who's worked with you for months. Then there's chat search, which means you can literally ask Claude things like, "Hey, what did we decide about that project last week?" And it'll find it. No more scrolling through old conversations trying to remember where you left off. And while you're in settings, do yourself a favor and fill out your profile under the General tab. Put in your name, your role, how you like to communicate. This isn't just decoration. It's context Claude uses every single time you talk to it. Oh, and one more thing. Under connectors, you can hook up Google Drive, GitHub, Gmail, Calendar, Notion, Slack, all of it. Once that's connected, Claude can pull files and emails directly from your accounts, which we'll come back to in a minute, choosing the right model. Okay, so now your settings are dialed in, but here's where a lot of people get stuck. Claude actually gives you 3 different models to choose from, and picking the wrong one is the fastest way to get mediocre results. The 3 options are Haiku, Sonnet, and Opus. And the easiest way to think about them? Haiku is your sprinter. Fast, lightweight, perfect for quick replies and brainstorming. Sonnet is your workhorse. It's the default for a reason. Fast enough for daily use, but smart enough to handle most real tasks. And Opus is your heavyweight champion. Slower, but when you need deep reasoning, complex analysis, or multi-step thinking, this is the one you want. Here's my personal rule of thumb, and it's served me well. Start with Sonnet, keep extended thinking toggled on by default, and only switch to Opus when you genuinely need the extra depth. Extended thinking is basically Claude taking a beat to actually reason through your request before answering. And trust me, the difference in quality is noticeable. But wait until you see what happens when you combine the right model with the next thing I'm about to show you. The chat interface and tools, the plus menu. If you've never clicked the plus button next to the chat box, you're missing out on what I genuinely think is the most powerful menu in Claude. This little plus icon is where everything connects. Your files, your tools, your voice, the web. Let me walk you through what's hiding in there. First, there's best dictation. Click the microphone, talk, and Claude transcribes you in real time. Sounds basic, but if you've ever tried to brainstorm by typing, you'll know why this matters. Your brain moves way faster when you're talking out loud. Next is file upload, and this is huge. You can drop in PDFs, Word docs, spreadsheets, code files, images, pretty much anything. And Claude will read and analyze it. I'm talking lengthy reports, entire code bases, messy spreadsheets. Just upload it and ask, summarize this, or find the errors, or pull out the key takeaways. Game changer. If you're working inside a project, and we're going to dig into projects in a minute, There's also an Add to Project option that attaches your file or chat directly to that project's context. Keep that one in mind. Then there's the POSID Drive and GitHub integration. Remember those connectors I told you to set up? This is where they pay off. Instead of downloading a Google Doc and re-uploading it, you just pull it straight in. Same for files in GitHub. It saves so much friction. Now, web search. Claude can hit the live internet for you. Useful when you need recent news, current data, anything past its training cutoff. It usually turns on automatically when needed, but you can also flip it on manually from the plus menu. And here's where it gets really interesting. Research mode. This is Claude going into deep research mode like a personal analyst. It scours multiple sources, cross-references them, and generates a full report with citations. The kicker? It runs in the background for anywhere from 5 to 45 minutes while you keep working. So you kick off a research task, go grab coffee, come back to a finished report. Last one in the menu, writing styles. You can create custom styles and settings, things like formal email, casual social post, technical documentation, and then just pick one before you chat. It tells Claude exactly how to phrase things for that context. Once you start using styles, you won't go back. Visuals, artifacts, and file output. Now here's something people don't realize. Claude isn't stuck giving you walls of text. It can actually show you things. And once you see this in action, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. The first piece is the inline visualizer. Claude can turn ideas, data, or concepts into charts, diagrams, flowcharts, even interactive controls right inside the chat. Sometimes it'll do this on its own when it thinks a visual will help. But you can also just tell it, draw this as a chart, or explain this visually, and watch it happen. Then there are artifacts, which appear in a side panel next to the chat. This is where Claude builds the bigger stuff. Full documents, working code, dashboards, even mini interactive apps. Ask it to design a website? Artifact. Ask for a marketing plan? Artifact. And the best part is, you can copy it, download it, share a link to it, or just tell Claude to keep iterating until it's exactly what you want. And finally, file creation. With this turned on, Claude can hand you ready-to-use files. Need a business proposal? You'll get a polished Word document. Need to analyze numbers? Here's an Excel spreadsheet. These aren't rough drafts. They're formatted, downloadable, and ready to send to your team. Put all of this together and Claude basically becomes a one-person production studio. Reports, dashboards, presentations, fully built deliverables, all from one conversation. Projects, your persistent workspaces. Okay, this next feature? This is the one that quietly changed everything for me. It's called Projects. And if you're on a pro or team plan, you need to start using these yesterday. Think of a project like a folder, but smarter. It's a workspace where you group related chats, documents, and instructions all in one place. And every project comes with a 200,000 token context window. That's roughly 500 pages of reference material you can dump in once and never have to re-explain. So picture this. You're working on a marketing campaign for your business. You drop in your brand guidelines, your past campaigns, your style guide, your customer personas, all into one project. Then every chat you start inside that project automatically has access to all of it. Claude is no longer guessing who you are or what your brand sounds like. It just knows. You can also set custom instructions specific to that project. Something like, in this project, you're writing copy for our gym business in a casual, motivational tone, and you always follow our brand guidelines. That instruction gets prepended to every single chat in the project, so your tone stays consistent without you having to nag. And if you're on a team plan, you can share your best chats and artifacts to a team activity feed, so your coworkers can actually learn from how you're using Claude. Here's why this matters so much. It solves what's called the cold start problem. Most AI conversations start from zero. With projects, Claude starts every chat already grounded in your knowledge. The output quality jumps dramatically. And because each project keeps its own separate memory, your work stuff doesn't bleed into your personal stuff or vice versa. Memory and chat history, why it matters. We touched on memory earlier, but I want to come back to it because it's worth understanding why it's such a big deal. When memory is on, Claude is quietly capturing the important parts of your conversations. Your role, your preferences, the projects you're working on, the decisions you've made. Over time, this builds into something that genuinely feels like a colleague who knows you. You can literally say things like, "Remember we agreed to use a formal tone for all our reports," or "What did we decide about the budget last month?" And Claude can actually pull that back up. And don't worry, you're in full control. Head to Settings, Capabilities, and you can view or edit anything Claude remembers. If you want to have a conversation that isn't saved to memory, just open an incognito chat. It's the little ghost icon. Nothing from that chat gets stored. My recommendation? Pop into your memory summary every couple of weeks just to make sure Claude's understanding of you still matches reality. Claude Cowork, the autonomous mode. Alright, this next part is where things go from really useful AI to, wait, what? Let me introduce you to Popper Cowork, which is basically Claude as an autonomous AI coworker. Quick heads up, Cowork is a paid feature, available on Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise plans. So if you're on the free tier, this is one of those moments where upgrading actually pays for itself. Here's how it works. You open the Claude desktop app, switch from the Chat tab over to the .coworkum tab, and instead of just asking a question, you give Claude an actual task, the kind of thing you'd normally delegate to a person. Stuff like, research our top 3 competitors and write a summary report, or build me an email campaign schedule in Excel. Then Claude breaks the task down into steps, uses whatever tools and connectors it needs, and just works. While you go do something else, there's a few things that make Cowork really powerful. There's a progress tracker that shows you exactly what Claude is doing in real time. Searching, drafting, formatting, the whole thing. Claude can also read and write files on your computer during a Cowork session, so it can actually save its work where you need it. You can install RA plugins. These are pre-built skill sets for things like marketing, sales, or finance, which essentially turn Cowork into a domain expert. So instead of a generic AI, you've got a marketing assistant or a data analyst, depending on what you need. You can also schedule tasks by typing schedule in a Cowork chat. Want Claude to compile your sales data and email it to you every Monday morning? Done. It just runs on its own. Cowork has its own projects or two, separate from your chat projects, so you can organize ongoing workflows with their own files, instructions, and tasks. And finally, there are live artifacts, which are interactive dashboards that update themselves with live data. Imagine a morning brief that automatically pulls your calendar and emails every time you open it. The bottom line with Cowork, you give it a job, walk away, and come back to results. It's wild. Claude code and computer use. But wait, it gets even crazier. If you've got development work or repetitive automation tasks, Code tab is where you live. And don't let the name throw you. Claude Code isn't just for programmers anymore. You describe what you need in plain English. Analyze this data set, process these 100 files, build me a simple website with a payment link, and Claude writes the code, runs it, and hands you the result. I've seen people build entire functioning websites this way without typing a single line of code themselves. And then there's the feature that genuinely feels like magic, computer use. Claude can actually control your screen. It opens applications, clicks buttons, fills out forms, navigates websites, exactly like a human would. You see it happening live in the desktop app. Quick note, this one's currently in research preview for Pro and Max subscribers, and you'll need to enable it in your desktop app settings. Pair that with Dispatched, which links your phone to your computer, and you've got something kind of incredible. You can be at the gym, text Claude a task from your phone, and it'll execute it on your computer back at home, as long as your desktop is awake and the Claude app is open. Scrape competitor pricing, update a dashboard, send out emails, while you're literally somewhere else. This is the future, and it's already here. Most people just don't know it yet. Quick tips for best results. Alright, before we wrap up, let me hit you with the tips I wish someone had told me on day one. These are the things that separate the people getting average results from the ones getting consistently great ones. Tip 1. Give clear, structured prompts. Don't just ask Claude to help with marketing. Tell it what you want, who it's for, and exactly how you want it formatted. A bulleted list, a table, a code example. Be specific. Specificity is the secret sauce. Tip 2. Use context aggressively. Upload your files. Reference your projects. Set custom instructions for tone and persona. The more context Claude has, the more your output starts feeling personalized instead of generic. Tip 3. Pick the right model for the job. Sonnet for most things, Opus for the heavy lifting. Don't waste Opus's brain on simple questions, and don't try to brute force complex problems with Haiku. Tip 4. Leverage memory. Turn it on, let it learn you. And here's a bonus tip. If you're switching over from ChatGPT, Claude actually has a memory import feature that helps you bring your old context across. Just head to claude.com, import memory, or settings, capabilities, memory import, and follow the instructions. Quick heads up. Anthropic labels this one as experimental, so it might not catch every detail, but it gets you most of the way there in seconds, instead of starting completely from scratch. Tip 5. Turn on every useful feature. Search, artifacts, visualizations, all of it. We covered this at the start, but I'm saying it again because it really is that important. And tip 6. Iterate. So Claude is built to be corrected and refined. Don't accept the first answer if it's not quite right. Push back. Ask follow-ups. Tell it what to change. The best results come from a back and forth, not a one-shot prompt. So there you have it. That's the full playbook for getting the absolute best out of Claude. Honestly, once you start using these features together, it stops feeling like a chatbot and starts feeling like a workspace, a teammate, a whole digital toolkit. If this video helped you out, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel grow. And if you've discovered a Claude feature or workflow I didn't cover here, drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and honestly, some of my favorite tips have come from you all. I'll see you in the next one.